Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Dreamhack Summer 2018. And this is the Counter-Strike Ghost stream, and we're going to be watching Fnatic play Alternate. And I think we might be on Mirage again, so I'm looking forward to that. My name is Anders, and with me is Lurpus. So, man, I'm looking forward to this match. Both of these teams, they really have a lot riding on this.
Yeah, so far I think Fnatic, I don't know, actually they both looked equally bad in their first game. I wanted to say Fnatic looks a little better, but I do think there's a little bit of a name thing going on with Fnatic. I think if Fnatic were playing under a different flag, people would hold them to a lot lower standard by now after seeing so many subpar performances. So I think we probably look at their tag and think a little too highly of them, but yeah, Alternate definitely capable of beating them, I think. They're like, neither one of these teams has been in very good shape lately. They both struggled mightily in their first game. They lost 2-16, 1-16.
Yeah.
So
I think that's absolutely true. I mean, obviously, when you look at the name Fnatic, especially in Counter-Strike, you think of the really good old days when they were playing up against Na'Vi and stuff in a lot of different finals, and people want to see that again. So they want to see Fnatic rise to that level. I want to see Fnatic rise to that level again. But it's a really long road they have ahead of them. They have to beat Alternate first, and then they're going to be facing up against Lemon Dogs. And then they have to beat Lemon Dogs to make it out of the group.
Yeah, they still have a long way to go. Both of them still have a long way to go. Obviously, one of their roads is going to come to an end here after this game. The winner is going to face Lemon Dogs. Fnatic already lost to them, but I was talking to Freeze a little earlier today after that match, and he basically just said that it's train. That happens sometimes. You start on the harder side of the map. Yeah, it just might happen. So, they're not overly bummed. I think they definitely know they still have a chance to bring this back and advance from the group, but it will be an uphill battle, and it's going to have to start over here with Alternate on Mirage.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. Alternate, though, they're kind of Germany's last hope here, and a lot of people have been making comments around the web saying, well, Germans play well online, and then they come to LAN. They don't play so well on LAN. Yeah, and that's what you were saying too yesterday. And I mean, so far that's been true as well. So it's not just like trying to slander the German teams. It's just a, way of saying trying to call out that they really their own LAN performances just aren't as good as their online performances. And they need to try and step it up here. It would really be nice to see if one German team could at least make it through, because and there are already two other Danish teams doing really well in Copenhagen Wolves and Western Wolves.
Well, to be fair, Danes are a lot better than Germans at CS:GO. How's that for your homerness?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
warming you up inside, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm representing a Swedish organization as well, so I'm really split between these. Like, who do I fanboy the most? That's the problem. But
I think your shirt answers that question.
Yeah. Underneath here, just like subtle advertising going on. Exactly. No,
yeah, but I don't see Alternate winning both games. I think they could on a good day. They tied Very Games. That was my mistake earlier. They of course didn't beat Very Games in Vienna, but they tied them. But they've shown enough flash sometimes that they can win one map. I don't think they're a good enough team to beat any good team in a best-of-3, but they could win this map and just knock Fnatic out. At the same time, I don't see them beating Lemon Dogs, because that would require 2 maps of good play in a row in succession. I don't see that happening, but they could potentially ruin Fnatic's day here, because Fnatic also haven't been looking good.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I guess it might just come all down to the beginning of this match, like who's going to start off with the momentum and such. I think both teams are about ready, so I think we can actually switch it into the game now, and they'll be readying up in just a few seconds. So then we'll be good to go, and I don't think it'll be that much longer. It says Lemon Dogs versus LDLC. Obviously, that's not true. It'll probably be fixed in a moment. It is Fnatic playing Alternate in the 4th round of matches here to decide who's going to be knocked out. The loser here is going home. That's what it is.
That is indeed what's at stake. You get a chance at making playoffs if you win. You're going home if you lose.
Yeah. And, I mean, nobody, again, this is the same thing we were talking about yesterday. Nobody wants to show up to an event like Dreamhack, lose 2 matches, and then pack your things and go home. That really is not fun. So we'll have to see here. First round coming up in just a second. It's a knife round to decide who's going to start on what side. There isn't really much of a difference here on Mirage. We've been discussing that a little bit too. But I guess most teams prefer to start on the CT side and see if they can't get home some cool rounds here.
Well, we'll see what whoever wins the knife round chooses to do here. Obviously, it could make a bit of a difference. We saw Lemon Dogs start as CT in the previous game, and they struggled to get that lead that they badly wanted. So it could really backfire as well. It could go either way.
Yeah. I mean, you were talking about how the money management system is different from the terrorist to the CT side, because if you get into a bad spot on the CT side, it's really difficult to continue to buy those rifles. They're expensive, and you end up ecoing every other round and such. So yeah, sometimes if you get the right sort of early lead on the terrorist side, you'll really be feeling good about yourselves. And I mean, and again, in a pistol round here, you have the Glock in hand. It's really good, and it sometimes wins rounds, it seems.
Yeah, Madi just said CT all the way as they win the pistol round, so they seem confident in their CT side. We'll see if they have something to back up those words. Hopefully they can put up a good half, possibly enough to take down Alternate outright. And we'll see if Alternate might actually show at least one good half of Counter-Strike. Actually, neither one of these teams has really had a chance. They won a total of 3 rounds combined in 2 games, so
yep, that's absolutely true.
Rough start for both teams, and both teams started terrorist side last game. Once again, Alternate on the terrorist side.
Yeah, and they have a lot of fans out there that they should try to impress here. Solid going to come in as the sole man into the A bomb side. Everybody else is just rushing, training over towards B. But they're stopping Solid. Look at this patience. He's walked all the way in here. They don't know he's here just yet. If he makes any noise right now, he's going to get caught. And the rest of the Alternate guys, they're just pushing up slowly and slowly and slowly. Sipnix is waiting over there with a smoke grenade in hand here. Modi right around the corner. Solid, if he had pushed just a second earlier, he would have spotted him in the middle. And they're actually going to go all the way back. This is a strange move from Alternate. I think Solid, they must be making this move based off of Solid's calls here.
Yeah, and I have bad news for Alternate. He's freeze peeking middle, and they know there's no one in middle, so that's going to help them rotate.
No. Here comes Solid. Can he get Modi down? But he's getting shot in the back, and that will be the end of it. Modi's here. And coming in through the middle, Crispy will get a nice kill here. Actually coming in from behind is Crystal as well. Freeze dropping him afterwards, so it's a 2-for-2 trade. Sipnix coming up the slope, trying to see if he can face something or just get some lucky shots through the smoke. It's not going to happen. Bomb has gone down. Freeze is in the middle. Trace is coming in for the CT spawn. And who's that jumping there? You have to be careful about that. Here comes the flash, the push from Fnatic right now. It's a pretty good coordinated push. They move at exactly the same time after the flashbang. Freeze with a kill. Can they get the guy in the corner here, though? They don't know he's here because of all the smoke. They're not defusing just yet. Here's Freeze, and he's going to go down to TC. Great play. 1-on-2, and they will get it and pick up the kit. Trace defusing. That was a really, really chaotic round here at the end.
Yeah, it was very chaotic. Trace actually landed a perfect nade on Tijan, who was in that little corner behind the boxes, but it wouldn't take him out completely. Sipnix with 2 nice kills at the end there. Finish that retake off, get those kills. He's been the best player for Fnatic lately, and, you know, he's really going to have to step up and lead his team to victory here unless one of his teammates does, which they did not do in the first game.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Second round coming up now. Fnatic taking the pistol round on the CT side. Going to feel good for them, and now Kerrigan defending over here, ready with the grenade if they come for him. They are going to put 3 people up in the apartments, 2 people down the middle, and they have some flashbangs to try and do this. Alternate want to see if they could take some rifles off of Fnatic here, but Kerrigan is ready, Modi is too. Looks like Fnatic, they're feeling pretty confident here. They only lose 1 player, Crispy, all alone, and Trace will finish him off. So that is the end of the round. Really quick round here. And Alternate, I mean, they bought some flashbangs. They want to see if they could get some early kills in on someone in that bomb site. And if you do that, they could have put down the bomb because, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, when you come out of the apartments here, the distance into the bomb site is so low. You can almost jump in and just plant the bomb, but you need to kill the people in the bomb site.
Yeah, the problem is the cover. It's really hard to find cover in the site without a smoke. And even with the smoke against an eco, the riflers would probably just run through the smoke. So you really have to get that kill in order to get the bomb planted.
Yeah. Looks like they're running over towards the underpass, just seeing if they get anything done. There is Freeze up in the window room here, and he's actually going to look down here, waiting for the train to come in. He must have been able to hear them then, but he doesn't care. He's going to take down Crystal and keeps on peeking through the blinds here. He knows that they're right out there, and he's going to get run in on by TC, and then he will get the kill. That's really not good. TC picking up this all, jumping back in. Trace and Kerrigan getting some kills each. It is a 2-on-3, but this all pickup is so important right now.
Funny thing is, it might actually be smarter for Tijan to just run into T-spawn and drop that op in a spot where you know Fnatic cannot retrieve it from.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they're going to try to win this round, it's very, very, very likely they're not going to be able to do that.
And they will give them the ult.
Then Fnatic will be able to pick up that off for Freeze. So it might actually make more sense to just hold far back and either save that off for the first gun round or just drop it in a corner where it cannot be found and go die.
Yeah, I will have to see what they... Looks like they are going to try and push for it. Maybe they're just going to peek out and see if they can get an early kill on anybody and then decide on what they're going to do from here. Sipnix in the middle here, rotating around. And Kerrigan actually getting into a really good position here because of where Sipnix is. They're going to have a decent crossfire set up so that they could get the kill almost no matter what here. But let's see what's going to happen. Felix is going to be pushing in first. That's a good idea. TCN now all alone. And exactly what you said. They are... Gonna pick up that up? Yeah, there we go. Kerrigan did pick it up, so that's it. Nothing more for Alternate. They got the 2 kills, but they kind of gave them the all back. Now we're into the 4th round. Alternate they have bought. They have an Orb on Crystal, and obviously there is an Orb on Freeze as well.
Now, I'm just semi-hoping that Freeze picks up that up and just punishes Alternate, gets like 3 kills with it, just to prove my point further.
I mean, that could well happen. Right now, it doesn't look like they want to peek the middle at all. They have the same setup that they had in the pistol round. Solik over by the A-bomb site, everybody else rushing down. And it looks like they want to go through the underpass really quickly. Who are they going to run into? It is Freeze, and he will take the face off of Felix. TCN dropping in, though. Trace with a lot of flashbangs into the middle. And Sibnix is actually going to come on and flank them. This is some really, really good stuff coming in here from Alternate. If Freeze or Sibnix comes in here in time, it's really going to crush their push. There is someone waiting for him, and here goes Modi down. Trace is in that, and Kerrigan is all alone in this bomb site. Sibnix gets a kill. Trace goes down as well. 2-on-3 now. Sibnix coming up for the middle, and will get one shot. Tries for even more. Will get the double, and Kerrigan also with a kill. So Fnatic, they hold on to it. It was close, but Sibnix got the triple kill. 4-0. We were talking about Sibnix earlier, and you were saying you thought probably the best player on Fnatic right now. He's 6-0-0. So yeah.
That was a big free kill from him too. I believe it was a 3v4 at the time when he started. He first killed Crystal, who was waiting behind the white box in the middle area. Killed him from far away with the 7-4, then went into the side and managed to win that 2v3 together with Kerrigan. So he's playing well early on in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Aggressive Freeze down the middle of the ceiling. We see him do a lot. Jumping out of the window room, peeking on in there, not getting the shot. Actually not even grenade on in. There comes the flashbang to just cover himself. Has to be a little bit careful. Sibnix is also here waiting for him. There we go, but Freeze is going to fall on back. That's Sibnix with the grenade down the middle, taking down Felix. And it's a 4-on-5 here early on for Alternate. Trace getting a kill. Freeze not actually going to run into anyone just yet. Solik is waiting here. Crispy's coming in, and so is TC, and they are going to run into Freeze right here. He misses the shot, pulls out the pistol. Kerrigan gets a kill, and finally Freeze is going to go down, but it's a 4-on-2, and now it's all on Crispy.
And it's going to be another round for Fnatic. There's no way around it. Crispy's left in a 1 versus 4 in a tough spot. Trace and Kerrigan are both low on health, but I just don't see him winning this round. And that is going to put Alternate down to 0-on-5.
Yeah.
Picks up the first kill on Kerrigan. Still left in a 1v3. 40 seconds on the clock. Bombs down. It looks like he is going to go pick up that bomb, but Muddy will take him out from the apartment. It's going to make it 5-0 in favor of Fnatic, and Alternate really haven't even come close to winning a round yet.
No, I mean, this round it seems like they were pushing up for the underpass, and they actually tried to chase down Freeze all the way back here in the window room. They finally got that one kill on him, but that time they had lost 4 players. So they were just like, chasing a guy that they could never really catch up to. When they finally did, the round was more or less over.
And now it looks like Alternate will be headed towards the B side, which is a little kind of a questionable call because they've been forcing the A side a couple of times in a row now. So Fnatic is definitely expecting a hit towards B. So if they do wind up going that way, which doesn't actually look like they will, they're going to merge in the middle. Would have been very, very predictable.
Yeah, absolutely would have. Here we go. Modi in the middle waiting. Has an M4, and from the other side, I mean, it's going to be Trace and Sibnix in the B bomb side just waiting for anyone to show up. Freeze is waiting for someone to maybe jump into the window room. It looks like TCN maybe wants to do that. If he does, Freeze is completely ready for it. Here we go. Flash comes on in, and I actually think he did hit that shot. And no, he knows he's behind that box. He's just waiting for him to peek on out. TCN in a lot of trouble here. Needs some backup, but also Trace is coming in to help out Freeze. Who's going to get this kill? Trace is here. Crystal will take down Sibnix. Actually, the opening kill starting for Alternate here, and Freeze not going to get the shot. TCN escapes. Where are they going to go? Alternate, they're going for the B bomb side. This is a really good call for them. It's only Freeze here. So this is the perfect call. Freeze, really aggressive. Gonna get the shot on Crispy, and he's still alive. Has to be careful. Trace coming in from behind, gets a double. And now Solik and Felix are gonna come in here, but it doesn't matter. Freeze is gonna, get a lot of damage onto them here. Felix is gonna go down to Muddy finally. Alternate, they were looking really good. I mean, they got the early kill with Crystal. They moved to the B bomb side. It was the right move, but they weren't there quick enough. I don't understand. It was just
they're simply just getting outmatched. I mean, Freeze managed to leg shot Tijan. Trace was on that flank pretty quickly. He got those 2 kills. Freeze rotated at the right time, getting to B side. He got that kill, and then killed the second guy coming from the top. So Alternate really are just reacting too slowly right now, and is forcing them on another save round.
Yeah, it really is, and that's going to be a problem for them. Fnatic, they're already putting up a really strong performance here on the CT side of Mirage, and they're not going to let this Eco round or this anti-Eco round go either. Crispy will go down as it is a flawless round for them. Let's just quickly look at the scoreboard to find out a little bit about who's the top fragger here. It is actually Kerrigan and Freeze pulling it off, and on the other team it's Crispy, and Felix still has 0 kills in this match, so that's a little bit of a problem. You can't have people not fragging anybody at all. So we'll have to find out. 8 rounds in now. The score is 7-0. Alternate. They have bought again, but they really, really need to do this now. It is kind of now or never for them. Otherwise, if they lose this match, they're going to be out of Group B and out of the tournament, and that's going to suck for them. Karrigan aggressive up here. Solid will drop him down, but Modi's here too, and Felix will get his first kill of the match. Now Trace coming in. There's a lot of smoke going on, and Trace is still waiting. Freeze with a shot. Trace in a really good position here. Going to drop one, and almost going to get that double, but he will be dropped down. 2 on 3.
But Felix down to just 2 health points. Freeze
What
getting
is Freeze doing?
aggressively shut down.
Ran into the fire and died by Felix. I have no idea what that was. Was he flashed or something?
He must have been. I didn't see what was going on either. It's now all down to Zipnix, who's down to 1 versus 3 situation. Felix is down to low health, but it's still a tough spot for the Dane here. Takes out Crystal.
If anyone can do it right now, it is Zipnix. I mean, anyone on Fnatic could clutch a 1-on-3. I feel like it's Zipnix right now. He's coming in here. The bomb is planted. He hasn't got a kit picked up. He needs to move quickly and is not going to do it. Will be Felix with the triple. So just as we were talking about him having 0 kills, he does step it up, and that's good. First round for Alternate.
Yeah, and that was basically Fnatic's mistake. They wanted to do something aggressive, mix up their game a little bit. Obviously, it wasn't necessary, but they wanted to adjust before Alternate adjusted. It didn't work out this time around. They did that too aggressive Hulse push in the A hallway, and both Madi and I believe it was Karrigan got taken out there. So now I'm sure Fnatic will go back to playing more passively, go back to their regular game plan, and we'll see if Alternate has anything to answer that.
Yeah, definitely. 9 rounds in now, 7-1. Not an acceptable result for Alternate so far. They are going to go for it here. Karrigan falling on back quickly, but Freeze is coming in too with the orb. Here we go. Karrigan with 1 kill, tries to get the double. Freeze with a double scope. That's 1 shot and 2 deaths. And that is going to be a really, really bad time for Alternate. They are now 2 on 4. TZ and Crystal running through the smoke. Gonna get down Freeze. Modi with the kill in return. TZ in a 1-on-3 here. Tries for it. Will get 1-1. And maybe... No, not even going to get the double. So that's definitely something for the replays there. 1 shot, 2 deaths there for Freeze.
Yeah, that was a brutal double. I mean, he completely shut down the round, and there's no way Alternate was going to recover. They're now down 1-8. They're absolutely broke. They're going to be saving this round.
Yeah, not looking good at all. Freeze up to 11 kills because of that excellent round there. And we're 10 rounds in. It's still the first half, but Alternate, they need to string some rounds together here. Otherwise, it's really going to be a problem for them. Also, economically, as you were talking about, this is an eco round for them. And looks like they do want to make it through the underpass, but Freeze is ready for him. Will get 1 down and falls on back. They're not going to be able to catch him, and he has backup. Trace is in the middle here also, just doing a lot of work. Will get dropped in the end, but there is Modi and Freeze to finish it off. So, I mean, yeah, this time, this is something Freeze just loves to do, jumping out the window room, looking down through the underpass. And at this time, they weren't able to catch him doing it. So 9-1, 11 rounds in, and Fnatic, they want to play Lemon Dogs again.
You know, used to be a saying around the old CPL days when local Texas teams went to CPL Dallas events. When it was something along the lines of 2 and barbecue, because they would lose 2 matches and go barbecue in Dallas. Right now, 2 and barbecue for Alternate might mean 2 rounds, not 2 games, because they might exit this tournament having won just 2 rounds.
It definitely seems like it. That's a really good saying. The Freeze here is going to grenade out the window. Trace was really, really aggressive down the underpass and did go down early on, so that's a very, very good start here for Alternate. Try and bring it back. Looks like Alternate want to go for this B-bomb site. I don't know if that's really advisable. They could easily lose a player here and equalize the situation instantly. If Zipnix can just get the headshot here, waiting for it, and will get down Felix. He gets dropped, so it's a 2-for-1 trade still. In comes Freeze, he has the orb ready. I think the bomb is going to go down here in a 4-on-3 situation, so I don't know. Is there a chance that Alternate might be able to win this round? There is a kit on everybody, but 2 grenades on Fnatic as well. Here we go. 1-for-1 trade. Modi with the kill as well. Karrigan coming in from one side, Freeze from the other. It's a 2-on-2 situation here.
Crystal's going to see Karrigan coming up from Catwalk. He misses the shot, but he knows that he's coming from there now. It's a 2v1 Karrigan in a tough spot. We'll see if he's going to be able to connect on any kills here.
Yeah, not gonna be easy.
Alternate playing very well. They're not peeking. They're continuing to hide, and Crispy's going to take out Alternate. It looks like my 2 on barbecue saying it's not going to be changed to 2 rounds, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
For Alternate.
For Alternate. You never know. Fnatic up by 7 rounds here. The score is 9-2. We're 12 rounds into the game, and I mean, this is looking still worse for the German team. In spite of the fact that they did pick that run round off, they still need a lot more here for the first half. I mean, they need to win all the rounds. I mean, they need to be 9-7 here. Oh, sorry, 9-6 if Alternate want to bring it back into this game.
Yeah, and right now it is looking tough for Alternate. Freeze once again very aggressive in middle. Connects. Oh, Crispy misses an easy shot on Freeze, and Freeze instantly takes him down.
Yeah.
That's going to make things tough for Alternate on this round. They're down to just 3 players early on after Freeze's 2 op shots. And
that really can't happen.
It really does look like Alternate is going to go down 2-10. We'll see what they wind up doing this round. That was a big mistake on Crispy's part because you normally want to make one-to-one trades as a terrorist.
Yeah.
So had he actually connected that shot on the Freeze, it would have actually been a good trade. You would have been happy with a 4v4 instead of a 5v5.
Yeah,
but of course, missing that shot and Freeze connecting, that just turned into a nightmare.
Not good enough. Definitely not good enough here. Freeze looking down for the middle. They are coming in 2 people, and Solik is up in the apartments. But there is a lot of CT press in the same bomb site right now. Freeze has to look around here. Will get the shot on Crystal and shooting through the wall as well. Out with the pistol. It's a 2-on-3 now. Here comes Solik as well. Tzian is also over by the middle. He's going to jump on down. Solik with a really great kill. Tzian gets a triple. And now Sipnix in a 1-on-2 will get dropped by Solik. So Alternate actually winning a round that I think Fnatic could have easily won.
Yeah, Fnatic definitely had a massive advantage in that round. Freeze even got that kill to make it a 5-on-2.
Yeah.
And then Alternate simply hit a couple of shots. Fnatic obviously messed up. Every single time you lose a 5 versus 2 or even a 5 versus 3, either the other team hit some amazing shots that simply don't happen every day, or you messed up somehow. So, you know, the blame is on Fnatic a little bit too there.
Yeah, Solik here waiting. Might get out of Carrigan, but actually it doesn't. Should have probably got that kill as well. Now it's 4-on-3. Felix coming up here all the way from the pass. Actually, he's going to switch it up and goes to the B bomb side, it seems like. No, they're running all the way back, in fact. So Felix has to try and make his way back over here. He's really far away from his teammates and not really in a position where he can accomplish much. Modi and Kerrigan are waiting for them over here, and Trace is also in a position where he could get to the A bomb site fairly quickly. He's actually already sort of moving in there. Is he going to... He's just got a pistol. I think it really feels like someone is covering that orb, but nobody is.
Right now it's a 3v4 still for Alternate. We'll see if they might be able to convert another round where they're down in numbers. They're going to hit the A site right now. Madi's going to be waiting under the balcony. Of course, his teammate Carrigan's looking at the hallway all the way from CT spawn. So if they're able to sneak up on Madi and take him out, this round could go to the Germans.
Yeah, definitely could. Modi's down here, but he's looking really fresh. You can see him ADing in the corner there, ready and waiting. And now the call is being made from Modi. Gets down 1 and 2 and 3. And that is the end. That was a decent spray.
Yeah, that was a nice spray by Madi. He was able to avoid all the Germans hitting him, and he was able to spray down everybody there. So we're going to take a look at a replay, which I believe is Freeze's from the earlier round.
Yeah.
That was a double.
This is actually where he runs into the fire. He's trying to scope it, but I think he was not realizing what was happening there, but there we go. This is that shot. Tries the next one, and that is the double right there.
That was a funny double, too, because he actually was a little flashed. He couldn't really see through that smoke, so some luck in his side. It was a nice round for him and his team.
This round, though, it's a 1-for-1 trade early on. Alternate, they've kind of made it into the A bomb site. Can they put down the bomb? Crystal with a great headshot on Freeze there from the AK. And now Modi can't see anything at all. He's going to jump up on the box here, and Trace is going to take down the bomb planter Crispy. So that is really going to suck for Alternate. They're in some trouble now, because if they could put down the bomb, they would have been an advantage. But now they have to try and replant the bomb. And I mean, Crystal, he's nowhere close to the bomb site right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough round. They're definitely going to need to kill at least Madi before they can even think about getting the bomb down. Probably Trace as well. We'll see what Alternate can do. They're down to fairly low health, just like Madi.
Yeah, he is down to 9 HP. Trace is going to get that kill on Tzian. And Solik and Crystal now in a lot of trouble. 2 on 3 here. Crystal is just patiently waiting. Solik will get the shot down to 1 HP himself. That's actually fairly good here. And there's 40 seconds left, so Crystal has a lot of time to work with, but if he plants the bomb here, Modi is going to punish him for it instantly. There we go. And Solik now, 1 on 2, doesn't have the bomb and has 1 HP.
Yeah, and there's almost no way he can win this round. He would have to kill both Fnatic players who are just waiting patiently for him to peek. Sipnix in connector, Madi by CT spawn. There's 15 seconds left. Solik, as you said, 1 health point, and surely he's going to face one of the Fnatic players soon and get taken out.
Yeah, it's just not possible here. Gonna come around the corner. Sipnix will be the one to pick up that kill. So Alternate, they came really close, but it wasn't enough. And now it's 11-3. We're into the 15th round, and Fnatic have played a very, very good first half here on Mirage. This is the 4th round of matches here. Whoever loses this match is going to be out of the group stage and out of the tournament. And right now it looks like it could be alternate. So if that happens, Fnatic, they're going to be facing up against Lemon Dogs for a rematch. That I think Fnatic really want to try and rematch Lemon Dogs.
Yeah, Fnatic are definitely heavy favorites as he stands right now. Alternate very broke for the last round as well. And looks like they are going to go for a quick connector push.
Yep.
Freeze gets taken out by Felix. Crispy's going to take up that op.
Yeah, Modi in a good position here though to get some easy headshots as they come around the corner. Will take down 1, 2, 3. That's a very good spray, and Karrigan also with the kill. It's going to leave Crystal all alone, 1 on 3 all of a sudden. And there we go. You serious?
Yeah, Felix is not happy about that. It's his second time around. Yeah. And, you know, it's probably hard to be happy in general if you're an alternate right now. You played 3 halves of Counter-Strike. You have 4 rounds to show for it.
Yeah, that's not good. And I mean, Modi's spray control is really good in that situation. I mean, there was a fair distance. It was an M4, so like, you know, the spray pattern was, you know, is manageable. But still, pretty good there. Just spraying down 3 people and basically winning the round for his team. I mean, I guess it's down to a 1-on-1 here between Crystal and Sibnix, but Crystal has to do a lot of work. He's down on 41 HP. He has a bomb and I mean, he has a grenade too, so I guess it's, you know, but Sibnix doesn't have to hit many shots with his AK, just basically 1.
Yeah, and also, Sibnix will get close to B here on time. We'll see if Crystal's going to be able to get the bomb planted. It looks like Sibnix is going to hear him, see if Crystal's going to be able to get away. No, it's going to be a free kill for Sibnix to his side. And so let's take, while we wait for these guys to defuse the bomb and change sides, let's take a look at the highlight of Modi that happened a couple of rounds ago. And this is AK spray under the balcony where he's able to take out all the remaining alternate players in a 4 versus 3 situation.
Yeah, really good.
And here we see Sibnix finishing his defuse. It's going to give Fnatic a 12-3 lead at halftime.
Really good job.
That's a commanding lead heading into the second half where they have a chance to end Alternate's tournament in just 4 rounds.
Yep, looks like that's what they want to do, and try and see if they could rematch the Swedes that knocked them out, and try and see if they could advance on to the group, or ultimately going to be good for Fnatic if they could do that, but it is still a long road ahead. I mean, Lemon Dogs is not an easy opponent. That's they've already kind of proven by losing to them really a lot. So now we're into the 16th round, second half just coming up, guys. This is Dreamhack Summer 2013 in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So let's see what will happen. They are going to rush straight for this A bomb site. Oh, what a grenade hitting everybody! But Trace comes in with a kill as well. Here's Sibnix dropping down 1, and it's a 2-on-3 situation after all of that. That was a very good grenade onto Fnatic here, but they will be able to put down the bomb. Alternate, they obviously need to win this pistol round before anything else could even be discussed.
Yeah, right now Sibnix and Freeze are in a tough 2 versus 3, but they did get the bomb planted. Freeze down is just 14 health, Sibnix 27. It will be tough for them to somehow turn this round around.
Yeah, it really will be. Freeze actually running all the way back. What is this? Obviously, he's just putting it all on Sibnix here. Sibnix will get 1 kill, comes in, and will go down, and now Freeze is too far away to do anything. I think Crispy's going to be able to put down the bomb before Freeze could even realistically get here. So I think Freeze wanted to try to see if he could get into a better position. He felt like if he was up in the apartments and they knew where he was, then that was a little bit of a shame. But I think we've got a triple from last round, or last match, half.
This is the Modi 3 triple spray with M4.
Yeah, and
does the control spray, getting 3 headshots, wins the round for his team.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the great thing about that was that they were actually all coming for him. Like, there were 5 people coming around that corner. So to take down 3 of them, that's actually not too bad. Here we go, though. Alternate, they do win the pistol round, and we're straight into the 17th round here. Let's see if they could make some sort of comeback against Fnatic. We just need 4 more rounds to pull off a victory here. We'll have to find out. Crystal, TCN over here waiting. Sibnix might come in at any second. Oh, TCN falling down will get dropped. That's not good enough. And where's Solid? He's alone here. Also going to get dropped feet. I mean, this is really not good. Crystal, the sole defender here, has already got a double kill, but can they put down the bomb in time? Modi's trying here. If they put down the bomb, that's going to be a huge victory for them. Here we go. Oh!
And Crispy once again missing completely free kills. I'm not sure if he saw that there, but Crispy was in spawn ramp. He saw Modi planning, and he kept missing shots, so Crispy really just not doing a good job here at Dreamhack so far.
Yeah, that's really, really incredibly unfortunate because, I mean, putting down the bomb in that situation for Fnatic is going to be a huge victory. It means they could easily buy this round. They even have an orb on freeze here in the 3rd round. So really good start to Fnatic here. In spite of losing the pistol round, they are still looking strong. Crystal has an orb as well. Let's see if Alternate they can hold on. They really need to now. Otherwise, the tournament lives here on the line, and they don't want to go home yet, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is going to be a buy round for Fnatic. We'll see what they choose to do. It does look like they are very well spread all around the map, so we're not sure where exactly they want to go. Trace is looking for Crystal, who just took down Kerrigan. Can't find him.
Let's see, yeah.
Looks like Madi might be going outside a T-ramp. He's going to be met by Tijin.
Trace is coming up the middle here. Solik actually taking some damage and has to be really careful. Does throw out a grenade, but Modi gonna dodge it and fall on back. Trace in the middle still. I mean, right around the corner here is Crystal, right behind him basically. Freeze is waiting on orb as well. Tizin's gonna get the kill. Crystal with one, and Freeze misses a shot. It's all of a sudden 1-on-5 for Sipnik. So this round not working out for Fnatic at all. They basically missed everything that they could miss.
Yeah, that was a little unlucky there. Tijin hit a nice shot on Madi. Madi actually was clearing that spot where he was, and Tijin wound up killing 3 people.
Yeah.
At the same time, Madi also almost killed Solek. He was down to, I believe, 13 health points, so he really could have made a difference there, but just didn't work out this time.
I think the slightly shocking thing is, if you look at the scoreboard for Alternate right now, is the kill difference between the top 3 and the 2 bottom ones. I mean, 4 and 5 on Felix and Solek, and everybody else is way above 10.
Yeah, and even Crispy has missed a bunch of really easy shots, so, you know, it's really not a team effort so far.
No,
in Alternate.
Yeah. Here, through the smoke, Felix waiting, gets a 1-2, can he get another one? Actually, Tizin is stealing a lot of those kills there, and Modi, the sole survivor, gonna go down really quickly to Crystal here. So Alternate, they're stringing some rounds together now. They're 5 rounds behind still, but the question that, I mean, I can't help but shake the feeling that Fnatic, they might just, you know, all of a sudden step back into this match and claim the last 4 rounds.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Alternate now has a lot of money saved up, so they probably are not gonna have to save anytime soon. Fnatic so far hasn't gotten a lot done in the terrorist side, so who knows? Maybe Alternate just has a very strong counter-terrorist side on Mirage.
It could be an interesting match if that's what it turns out to be. Crystal down the middle here looking in, but they are trying to gun him down from a distance. There comes the smoke right in his face, but he's still waiting. Oh, he really wanted that headshot, but it's not going to happen. Sipnik's up in the apartments. Kerrigan and Freeze down the middle, and West Modi is sneaking in here. So it is still a sort of a really split-up push from Fnatic. They're going towards the middle and towards A, but they're doing it from every conceivable angle. A great grenade onto Crystal, 45 damage onto him, and that's pretty good to start it off with, but they still need the first kill. And I mean, 55 health is more than enough on an Orbit to still do a lot of damage. So let's just...
That was a nice nade by Trace from a safe spot, dealing some early damage. Madi takes out Solek, and it looks like... it does look like Fnatic will be getting ready to hit the A side. That was a very questionable push by Solek there. There really was no reason for him to push, and that's now going to force Fnatic on a rotation towards the B side, while our Alternate still has 3 defenders. And there's another push where Tijin just hopes to push through and hope that there's no one from Fnatic holding so they could over-rotate. And that's just very bad play by Alternate there. There's just no excuse for that. Yeah. Crystal now clearing the middle area, and we'll see if they understand that Fnatic is going to B side. Felix spots the first Fnatic players, but it is going to be a tough 3 to 4 retake.
Yeah, the other one's coming in from the middle, but Modi is covering that position. They really have to be careful. Actually, Modi not covering that. He's really far away up in the hallways. I thought he was down in the middle here. Let's see, the bomb is down, obviously 4 on 3 here. Alternate, they don't want to let this round go easily, but here's Freeze and Kerrigan with kills, and Felix now in a 1 on 4, and really no reason to go for it, I think.
Yeah, and those were big mistakes by Alternate. It looked like they were starting to get their game rolling as they were up 4-0 here in the second half. And they really just wanted to take risks for no reason. It seemed like what they were doing was working, and then they just wound up pushing one guy into terrorist spawn through T ramp and one guy through the A hallway. So that was an odd play by Alternate that I didn't really understand, because they didn't really need to do that. No,
they could have ended up in that bomb site in basically a 4 on 5 situation if they hadn't lost those 2 players who pushed up for no reason. But let's see what will happen here. The 21st round coming into the middle, aggressive push, and I think Crystal is down there waiting for them, but he can't see anything through the smoke just yet. Maybe Felix can. He can, in fact, but he's going to go down to Kerrigan, and that friendly grenade onto Kerrigan. That's not good. And now let's see, Solek here. No, actually, who's that over at the B bomb site right now? I think it's Crispy is here. The sole defender is going to take down Sipnik, and might keep on going. Oh my god, Modi has to be careful here. Will drop him down. 2 on 3 is the situation now. Crystal coming in just with a pistol though, and actually has an orb as well. I was just going to say, pretty sure he had an orb just now.
And it's going to be a tough retake for Alternate once again. With Crystal having an orb, it's not really a favorable gun to run into a site, and he has an opponent right here to his right.
Yeah, Trace in a position to cover both the incoming CTs. Will go down. Breeze actually missing a shot that he probably could have hit.
And Tijin with a nice shot. Muddy's left all alone here. He's hiding behind the boxes. Alternate has no idea where he's playing. This could be dangerous for the Germans. Oh, it is a nice third headshot by Tijan. That was a nice round by him, hitting 3 crucial headshots there with his M4 on that retake. And while Fnatic can still buy this round, they might choose to save, knowing how many rounds they have to work with. And if they do choose to save, it will be because Trey's TK'd Karrigan. That will be the difference maker.
This is really, I mean, this is going to be a problem for Fnatic because there's also a momentum thing going on here. Alternate, they were so far behind, but if they get any closer to Fnatic, there could also be sort of a, you know, we could really do this guys kind of thing that could start, you know, flaring up in Alternate.
I'm sure they're already there. That's how they already feel.
That's going to be, I mean, Fnatic have to be careful. They have to basically extinguish that that feeling in Alternate really early on here before it takes over. They have bought this time Freeze waiting behind, and Zipnik's coming out as really aggressively and will take down Solik and turns around. Tizian going to drop down here to Karrigan. It was a really good start to the round. Now, how can they bring it back? Felix,
that was a nice shot by Crystal through the smoke and a box.
The bomb did not go down.
And that buys them a lot of time here for this retake. Zipnik's now the second guy try to go for the plant. And we'll see if, no, Felix not able to kill the planter. It's going to be another tough retake for Alternate here.
Yeah, it really is. Zipnik's going to get the kill on Felix here. Crystal trying for some more magic. Crispy is going to take one down. It's a 2-on-3, and they do have kits, but they're going to require some immaculate headshots here. Some really great orb work from Crystal. He's peeking around. He's scoped in, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't get it. Crispy gets one more. 1-on-2 here. He has, I think, really no chance of doing this. They're just waiting for him, and he has no idea. Like, they're both over there. I guess that's to his advantage, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that is gonna force Alternate on a sort of a weak buy. I do believe Tijan is going to drop weapons, and they're going to have 4 guns. One of them is going to only have a pistol. Yeah. And they very much should go for a buy here, and they will. Yeah,
I mean, again, I don't want to sort of harp on sort of the performance of individual players necessarily, but Felix and Solik are still really low on the scoreboard. And, I mean, TC and Crystal and Crispy, they're pulling their weight a lot more, and that is a problem here. Freeze going to get the shot on Felix. There's a 4-on-5 early on in the middle here. And Modi with a kill at the very same time. It's looking not too good here. Where's Crystal all the way over at B? And, I mean, Fnatic haven't even pushed into a site, and already Alternate are down 2 people.
Yeah, Alternate really just keeps going for these aggressive pushes that haven't worked for them at all. You know, they were playing fairly passively early on in the half, and it seemed to be working. So I'm not really sure why they're so eager to switch it up.
I guess this is what they're used to. I mean, this is what they normally do, I guess, and it's been working maybe in some of the tournaments they've been playing recently, but right now it's not connecting at all. Solik, the sole defender here. Tizian is in the middle coming in, but I don't know. This is definitely going to be a really hard situation for Alternate to try and hold. 3-on-5 as Fnatic get ready to set up for the A-bomb site. 45 seconds left on the clock. And here's Tizian waiting in the middle, just jumping around a little bit.
And Tijan will have to put in a lot of work for them to win this round. I really don't want to rely on Solik anymore at this point of the game. He can't kill anybody. As seen here, Tijan gets the first kill, connects on Madi. Karrigan is down to very low health. We'll see if Alternate just might be able to pull this off. No, Tijan gets shot down by Zipnix through a smoke. It's all down to Crystal in a 1 versus 4 situation. And surely Fnatic is going to make it game point.
Yeah, that is what we're facing here. Obviously, there's no kit or anything on Crystal. He's really just trying to save this M4 now, but I mean, I guess in a little bit strange. He can't really run away. He knows that Trace is probably going to be coming up behind him here, and he's just like, you know, saying, I'll just stand my ground, see if I can get a lot of kills on you guys, and that's it. He's not going for the defuse.
Trace is going to try to kill him, and he will take him out. It's going to make it 15-8 in favor of Fnatic. Alternate will not have a lot of money to go with in this potentially could be the final round of the game here. Yeah. And Alternate with their heads against the wall, backs against the wall, excuse me, will have to win 7 straight rounds to force an overtime just to have a chance of staying in this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we should at least give a shout out to TCN for having 23 kills to the 22 of Modi, despite them being 7 rounds behind. That is pretty good.
Yeah, T-Shirt has been playing well. He's had a couple of big rounds. Crystal also has been playing well. Crispy, I feel like he's missed a lot of easy kills despite sitting at 16 kills. So it's really been Felix and Solik who have dropped the ball here.
Yeah, it really seems like it, and that is important. You can't just have 2 people not playing well. Isn't that a land like this? Felix here going to go down. Obviously, this is a pistol round basically for Alternate. They just couldn't afford anything. 1 shot from TCN again. The guy who really makes it all happen gets a double. And I mean, it is a really brave effort from TCN here, even in a round like this, but it's not enough.
He played well. It was a good effort by him, you know, getting 3 kills there. But that will be a game. Fnatic will get to face Lemon Dogs for a chance to advance to the playoffs tomorrow.
Yeah.
The 16-8 win over Alternate on Miraz, that was a 12-3 first half. You know, they really were just outmatched.
Yeah, definitely seems like Alternate not really well enough prepared for Dreamhack here. Fnatic, they're going to get another chance here. Dreamhack Summer 2013 Group D still in action here. LDLC, they've made it out, so the question is it going to be Lemon Dogs or Fnatic to join them? What's your feeling? Who do you really think is going to make it?
I do think Lemon Dogs are slight favorites. I think map will play a part. I think Lemon Dogs have more, they probably have a little more confidence from their earlier win. Fnatic, I mean, they did give up a bunch of rounds to Alternate, who didn't seem like a very strong team. They had some strong play. Madi was playing well for them, but overall, I do give a little bit of an edge to Lemon Dogs. Yeah,
I think that's definitely true. We'll have to find out. I think we've got some replays from the match, so we'll see if we can catch some of the action that we just saw again. Let's get into it. That's burning alive.
Freeze burning alive there in connector, followed up by a double flash through a smoke.
That looked like it's a bit of a double shot, but there they line up for him, and that's 1 shot, 2 kills. Really good job. And Modi, that's great control. He does it here. The next replay is also going to be him doing a really good job. And that's nice to see him. They were actually fine coming in, and he takes out 3 of them alone. That's going to win you the round every time. TCN, obviously, I mean, maybe really the MVP of this match, in spite of being on the losing side.
Well, I'm very much against picking an MVP from the losing team. Yeah, but I mean, I do think he was probably the best player in the server, but, you know, it wasn't enough to help his team win. Here's Tejan's 3 headshots here on the retake that allowed his team to stay in the game just a tiny bit longer. He was playing really well. He was definitely Alternate MVP, despite you calling Crystal their star a little earlier today.
Right.
So,
did do that.
So Tejan definitely stepped up a little bit, at least from your expectations.
Yeah.
And he played very well. You know, he was impressive in this game. Not so much in the first game, but no one on Alternate had a chance to do anything in that one.
Yeah, they never really got their feet on the ground then. So now, I mean, Alternate, they're going to be sent packing. I don't even think they're playing in the 2-on-2 tournament or anything like that.
Don't think so.
It's goodbye to them, unfortunately, here. But Fnatic, they'll get another chance against Lemon Dogs. We'll be coming up with that match next, so stay tuned, guys. Invite your friends. This is Dreamhack Summer 2013 Counter-Strike Global Offensive Edition. And it's, the second day. Tomorrow is going to be the group stage, and we'll yet to find out exactly.
Playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs, yeah, sorry. Playoffs. Today is the group stage.
Yeah.
So just stay tuned, guys. We'll have a short break, and we'll be back.